Hey Capricorn, this is your reading for December 2021. I want to wish you all a happy birthday for those of you who have a solar return this month. I do hope that this is very special for you. I'm not going to lie, there is a lot happening in December that is going to shake you at your very core. And we also have a lot that is going to be supporting you in this transformation and transition. So I'm very curious to see what we have in store for you this month. Before we get too far into this video, my name is Michael. For those of you who are brand new to this channel, I want to welcome all of you back who are joining me again. I know it's been quite some time since I have been on YouTube and uploaded one of these videos. I'm super excited to see what we have in store for you. But before we dive in, I do just want to let you all know that I'm running my holiday sale. All of my services are currently 25% off on my website until December 21st. So if you are looking for a reading or Reiki session with me, now is a great time to book. I think that the new year is a great time to see what we have in store for us for the year ahead. So if you want to get a reading, now is the perfect time. All of my links are in the description box down below, as well as links for the astrology blog that accompanies this video. You can also find me on all of my other social media accounts and follow me there too. I do appreciate that. And let's see what we have in store for you for December. As I was talking about earlier, there is a lot happening astrologically that is really going to be causing you to change the way that you perceive yourself and the way that other people perceive you too. That's because we have a solar eclipse that is going to be happening on December 4th that is occurring in your 12th house of subconscious and spirituality. There's a lot that is going to be coming up to the surface, or there's going to be this stirring. It might not be obvious to you at first, especially with these solar eclipses. We are dealing with shadow here and things being obscured only to be revealed to us later. So over the next 6 months, there is a lot here that's really going to be kind of unveiling itself to you in a very beautiful and profound way. So I'm really, really excited to see what is happening for you. I think this month is also going to really shake you up because we do have Saturn, your ruling planet, that is going to be forming its third and final square with Uranus. It's been kind of doing this dance back and forth throughout the year. It's really been shaking up our sense of stability and security, especially in finances. But for you, I really think it's been shaking you up to do the things that you love or are passionate about, especially if you are a Capricorn rising, because this is your ruling planet, Saturn, really finding a challenging aspect with Uranus in Taurus, which is your 5th house, your house of pleasure, of joy. And it's really... I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you are trying to start businesses or trying to create a livelihood from something that you love. There's actually a lot of astrology there that's kind of supporting you, but it might almost be coming through this tension or friction. So just some things to be aware of there. The first card that we actually have for you showing up in the past is this Ace of Cups. And I'm not going to lie, I do actually wonder if this is talking about a relationship. A relationship that has ended, actually, because following this we have the Death card. This could be involving a scorpionic energy. It could also just be the way that you viewed relationships or the way you thought relationships would be like are changing. And that actually makes a lot of sense because we're talking about the 5th house, which also does pertain to dating and casual dating specifically, getting to know people, kind of the honeymoon phase of relationships. The way that you date might be changing or might have been going through changes over this past year. And maybe you're saying, or maybe you're not saying goodbye, but maybe you're changing the way that you connect with people. So there's something here that is ending. And it feels a little bittersweet to me. It feels like kind of sorrowful, or there's been a lot of sorrow, but I feel like you're moving past that with the 6 of Swords here in the present. But yeah, there's been a lot of things that have had to end for you. And I think with this eclipse in the 12th house in Sagittarius on December 4th, this really is going to be kind of making you see the reasons why certain things were no longer compatible in your life, whatever that was. And it's going to become more undeniable. But actually, it feels like it's almost a balm, a healing water that is rushing over you. And it feels really beautiful to me. I feel like things are actually looking up for you, but there's been something that you loved that had to come to an end over this past year. And we do have Venus in its retrograde this month. It is in your sign, actually. And so the way that you approach love, the way that you approach stability, the way that you approach attachments of all kind, really, if you boil down Venus, that's what Venus is, it's attachments. There's a big change that's happening for you there. And it feels like the end of a chapter for you. The way you see the world is changing. So that's really, really interesting. We do have a 9 of Wands here that is kind of around the corner. You might just feel really drained this month, actually. You might just feel really, really tired. You might need to take some breaks. You might need to go easy on yourself. I feel like you've actually come very far along some sort of project or process in your healing. You've come a long way, Capricorn. I want to say that. You've had Pluto in your sign for over 20 years now, or almost 20 years now, and it's going to be there for just a couple more years. And this Venus transit is really touching on that Pluto energy. So there really is a lot of things that you are letting go of, a lot of things that you are letting go control over. And that's actually going to bring you a lot of abundance. It's going to bring you a lot of power. But you really have to be willing to surrender. You have to be willing to let go of things that are no longer serving you and persevere in the things that are actually going to give back to you in the long run. I do see with the star here something very beautiful, something that you're looking forward to. Again, a lot of healing. I'm just getting healing for you this month. And almost this renewed sense of faith. It's like you're seeing a finish line. Sagittarius, Capricorn. I don't know why I called you Sagittarius. Maybe you have Sag placements too. Or maybe there's a Sagittarius who's close to you and this is kind of pertaining to that situation. But there's a finish line. There is something that is in clear view or something that you just feel shifting in you. And honestly, that makes sense for all this 12th house energy. We are in Sag season still at the start of this month. That is your 12th house, your subconscious. There are things that are shifting in ways that you can't quite see now, but I think are going to become clearer over time. And that's also especially true. We have Neptune going direct on the 1st of December. And there is that sense of intuition, things kind of having a sense of knowing or even a sense of prophecy or visions of things to come. And they come true in kind of unexpected ways. That's something that's kind of coming up for you too. This feels like a really metaphysical or esoteric reading, to be honest. I do feel like whatever it is that you're working on, you are going to be very successful with the horse. I want to assure you of this. If you are kind of going through some financial difficulties, I feel like there is something very beautiful here with horse. It's just going to take a little more dedication, a little more pushing through here with the 9 of Wands. You've almost seen something to completion. And there's a lot of anxiety here with mouse energy as well. And if you feel like there's almost this nitpicky, I almost want to call this Virgo energy, this mouse, which might not be nice, but I'm a Virgo. I get it. There's almost this kind of neurotic energy for you. And it really feels like it's important for you to put this very high mental energy towards projects or things that are actually worthwhile. You might be hyper-focusing on things that aren't actually worth your time right now. I feel like there's something in December that really is demanding your attention and your dedication. But I feel like it's bringing a lot of beauty here for you. I actually want to clarify the star card. Why is the star on the table for Capricorn? Wow. Okay. Yeah, there's a big thing that you've been manifesting for a really, really long time. And you've definitely had to let go of some things with the Death card. You have 4 cards here. You have the 4 of Swords. Waiting, knowing that something is coming with this 3rd eye here. The Magician, manifestation, the materialization of something, preparing for something, gathering the elements of something. You also have the Lovers, really, really beautiful energy. So there is a relationship, I think, for some of you in the future, or something that you are getting through in partnership together. You will persevere here. It's just kind of going through a rough patch. Maybe someone has gone through an ending or transition and it's kind of put a strain on the relationship. And you also have the world. So you have really big shifts that are happening for you. New doors are opening for you. I almost get the energy of like kind of having your cake and eating it too, to be completely honest. That's just what I see with the Magician, the Lovers, and the World. But it's going to come in due time. So really focus on this manifestation. Really hold this vision or hold the faith. I don't even want to tell you to manifest because I feel like there already are things you have been manifesting for quite some time. And it's almost like in December, you kind of have to let it go. And, let go, let God is sort of the expression that comes to mind. You have to have faith here. And that's going to really bring a new potency into your magic. Those are all the messages that I have for you. I hope that this was helpful. Definitely let me know what you are manifesting. I'd love to hear it, or what this new beginning is that's coming. I think it's actually just a bunch of new stuff, and there's a lot of healing that you're doing with this Venus retrograde. So do let me know, and I'm wishing you all a happy, safe, and healthy December. I do hope that this video was helpful and resonant for you. Be sure to hit like and subscribe if it was. Let me know in the comment section down below what in particular resonated with you or what stood out to you. I'd love to hear it. I always think those synchronicities are super interesting. I know that this time of year is really challenging for many of you, and my heart goes out to anyone who is struggling or feeling lonely during this time of year. I'm wishing you a very happy, safe, and healthy December. All of my links, again, are available in the description box down below, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.